With the sound of the gavel, lawmakers began the 2022 legislative session. 2022 promises to be a busy year for senators, with several hundred Senate bills already filed for discussion and debate. From the perspective of the Senate's top lawmaker, the General Assembly's upper chamber has a lot to accomplish in 2022.
You know, obviously, we've got a lot of things on our plate coming right out of the gate going into this legislative session. Redistricting, probably the number one issue facing us right out of the gate. We also have a historic amount of federal money that we're going to be dealing with in the appropriations process, and so we have to be very wise in the expenditures and what we do with that money. And then also, obviously, there's a tremendous amount of legislation filed about some of the issues facing Missouri citizens, vaccine mandates, mask mandates, critical race theory. All those are topics that are going to be in the legislature this year.
In addition to considering legislation, lawmakers have the added responsibility of congressional redistricting, which occurs every 10 years following the completion of the U.S. Census. For the leader of the Senate Minority Caucus, he hopes the General Assembly is able to draw a fair map that represents all Missourians.
In 2010, when I was here, that was the first time I'd been involved in redistricting, and this is obviously going to be the second time. And I could probably say that Missouri is probably a right-leaning state, but the maps that we accepted or that were drawn in 2010 did not reflect the state that it was at the time. And I hope that going into this redistricting process that we can do a better job at reflecting where the state is actually at.
With the start of the legislative session behind them, lawmakers now turn their attention to January 19, the governor's annual State of the State address, where they will hear his plans for the 2022 legislative session. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm John Pattison.